Hi folks, Cavalier Convoy Reviews here with the 1999 Camaro. Let's fire it up and see what it can do. Today on Cavalier Convoy Reviews, we're reviewing my personal car, the 1999 base model Camaro. It's a V6 3.8 liter engine, Series 2. Makes about 210 horsepower the way I have it set up, which isn't that much, but we'll get into that. It's got pretty basic interior, as you can tell, but there's just something about this car. I love it. It might have to do with the fact that it's a Camaro. Like, you get into a conversation with somebody you just met, and they're, what kind of car do you drive? You can be like, yeah, I drive a Camaro. And they don't know it's just a V6. But yeah, that's one of the coolest things about this car. It's also a pretty economical car. Like, you can find these things on Craigslist between anywhere from $1,500 as a really low-end one that probably needs some work, all the way up to $8,000 for like a decent one, probably one with a V8 there. They made convertibles in the 4th gen. They really did good on this car. It wasn't too well received, and it was made from my specific one was made from 1998 to about 2002, and in 2002 GM decided to discontinue the Camaro because it wasn't selling very well. This model wasn't very well received by the public. It was only a few years later, in 2008 I believe, that the 5th gen came out, and that's when Camaros began to bounce back. What not a whole lot of people know is that the 5th gen Camaro is based off of, in design, is based off of the original 1969 Camaro. So they borrowed concepts from that and then made it into a more modern looking car, which means that technically the 4th gen, this one here, is the last original, like, unique design that they made before they went back to doing things the old way, which is pretty cool. Some of the personal things that I've done to this is, as you'll see on the back, I added Camaro letters to fill in the bumper. There's a Chevy emblem on the back window. The rims I'm riding on are 17-inch chrome rims. They're pretty damn nice. They make the car look like a whole different car. As you can clearly hear, there's no muffler on this car. And I went through and I did some exhaust work, and I cleaned it up because the V6 is a little raspy if you don't have a muffler on there. That, but other than that, this car is basically stock. As you can see from the other clips that were added in this video, albeit, yes, it is a V6. Yes, that is not as cool as the V8 is. I'm not gonna try and defend it at all. It's a V6, but the 3.8 liter Series 2 V6, as compared to the 3.4 that comes in this car, actually does make good power for a V6. I mean, once again, I'm not trying to be like, oh, it's a V6, so, but it's still really awesome and stuff. The V8 is always going to be better, but you know, what are you going to do? So my closing thoughts on the car: it's a relatively affordable, nice car that a kid my age could buy, a kid your age could buy, depending on how old you are. I don't know. $4,000 could get you a really nice Camaro like this. It gives you that cool car feel that a lot of people look for. You know, a whole lot of people, they're just satisfied driving their Toyota Corollas and their Altimas and their Civics and stuff, because all they care about is getting in their car and going from point A to point B. But for those who like a little more taste in their vehicles, this is the vehicle for you. I hope that this review that we did is helpful to you in making decisions, or if you're thinking about getting a nice car. Hope you check us out. We're going to be making a lot more in the weeks to come. Hopefully we can make each one better and better. We got a couple different cars lined up that we're going to try and review. And thanks for tuning in. Cavalier Convoy.